Hello, my name's Simon Patmore from the BeWiseTrader team in the UK. Just wanted to shoot this video to give you a tour of your back office to show you where all the key information is and the various functionality that you've got within inside it. So the first thing we need to do is we need to go to the BeWiseTrader website, www.beweisetrader.com. We need to click on back office, and then we need to put in our username and our password, and then click the login button here. Once we're logged in, we can see straight away we're in this particular account. And this, for your reference, this is your referral link. If you want to sponsor other people, that's the link that you need to pass on to people so they get registered under your particular ID. The other thing to point out here on the right hand side, this is actually the logout button, just under the ID number, SAIR. And on the left hand side, this is actually the BeWiseTrader logo. It's like the home button. It takes you back to the main menu. So if we, for instance, click on something else, say the network, and then we click the logo here, it takes you back to all the different menu options. So I'll take you through each one of these. We've got the layout here, and they've also got similar options across here as well. So taking one of these at a time. So we'll take on the summary page first of all. So the summary screen, which is probably one of the most important for you, and certainly the most important functionality here, is the network side of it. So this is a binary plan, so you can set people to be on your left, your right, or what we call balance, which means the system looks at the total number of points on your left and the right, and it positions the next person on the smallest leg. So you need to set where you want your next person to go. Now the important thing to remember is the system will only position those people when that person's physical invoice is paid. So what you need to do is you need to click, for instance, on the left button. If you want them on the left, click Save. And then what I personally do is I go away to say another screen, then come back again, just to make sure it has saved it in the left position. In this case, I'll put it back to the right, which is where it was originally. Click Save, go back to Network, and come back again, and you'll see it's been saved in the right hand side. So that's the most important part on this particular screen. And just to remember, these people don't get positioned until the invoice is physically paid by the company themselves directly. Okay, it's not when the person registers. Okay, on this account, you can see here what the person has. In this case, they've got a diamond pack. If it's a bronze or a gold, that would show here. If the person wants to purchase any additional packs, they can click this update button here. They also use the same button you can do to upgrade. So if you want to upgrade from, say, a silver to a gold, you would do the same thing. You then select from the drop-down box how many more packs. So in this case, this person has a diamond pack, so they can buy some additional packs. So you select how many you want to purchase in addition, and then click the confirm button, which will then create an invoice which you can then pay in your back office. We've got the ID number, we've then got the date that the person joined, the activation day within a week. The leftover is actually your account balance, so that's the amount of money you have in your back office. And if you are binary active, which means you've introduced someone on your left and your right, it'll show active here. If it shows red as inactive, it means you haven't introduced someone yourself on the left and the right. We then have a porte, which is basically additional diamond packs. This particular account's got the one here, but then it's got an extra 2, so this particular account has got 3 diamond packs inside it. If we then move on down on the left hand side, you'll see here your particular network, and you'll see the number of accounts that are on your left and your right hand side. The important thing to note is this is the number of accounts. If someone's got multiple diamond packs in the account, that will still be the figure 1. It doesn't actually tell you exactly how many they've got in their own account. That's their own private information at the end of the day. And then moving on down, we then have the binary points that you have on your network. So in this particular account, we've got the left hand side has got 14,150, and the right hand side has got 7,300. This therefore is the smallest leg. So we have some additional 6,850 points that are sitting on the left leg which haven't been paid out yet. And you can see here on this particular case, this particular day, there's already 250 points being added to the right hand side. So when the binary bonus runs tonight, it'll add the 250 to the 0 and the 0 to the 6850, because that was the carryover that hasn't been paid, and says, okay, the smallest there is 250 versus the 6,850. It'll then pay you out on that smallest leg. It then pays you 50% of that, which is $125. That 250 then moves up to the right, and then the 250 is taken from here, which means you then have a carryover of 6,600 for the next day. So that's the binary bonus and how that's calculated. Then go back up to the top of the screen. We then got in the middle here, similar process. This is what's called the residual binary. So this is where your team members have paid their monthly tips. So as soon as they pay their monthly tips, which is now done automatically by the company on the anniversary of the date within the month they joined, those points then get added into the left and the right hand side, and again, if it's balanced up, you then get paid out that particular night. And then moving on to the right hand side, you've then got a cumulative total of the different bonuses that you've received. So the first one, the share bonus, is the weekly profit share that you get every week on a Tuesday. You've then got the indication bonus, which is the direct referral bonus. So that's the 5% that you receive on everyone that you introduce into the business. You've got the residual indication bonus, which is your indirect referral. So that's if you introduce someone who then introduces someone else, who then introduces someone else. You get 0.22% on that, which is $2.86 on a diamond pack, and you get that down to the 10th level. You've then got the binary bonus, which I explained down the bottom left there. So in this case, this is the cumulative total you received on binary bonuses since you registered the account. You've then got the residual bonus, which is the bit that's here. So this is the amount of money you've received on your team members that have paid their monthly tips. Again, that's paid automatically from the back office. You don't need to worry about that. If this particular person was a green diamond, they'd then have the green diamond bonus. The premium bonus, which was something when the company originally started, there was a fast start program right at the beginning. And then the black diamond bonus, when you get 3,000 points on both sides for 20 days in the month. You then got down here the particular career levels. So in this particular case, the junior trader, that's actually 7,000 points on your left and right. If you receive that on your smallest leg, so if you've got 7,000 points on both legs, you actually are a junior trader. So this particular person is already junior trader because that figure is 0. And then advanced junior trader, they need another 6,450 on their smallest leg to get to the advanced trader. And then you can see the others moving up. So that's the summary screen. If I then click on the logo at the top, we can then move on to the network. So the network is a diagrammatical representation of your particular structure. So you've got you yourself here, you've then got your left leg, and you've got your right leg accordingly. If you want to go further down, you can actually click on here. So if you click on the left-hand one here, it then moves that person up to the top, and then it will keep moving down on the left-hand side. If you want to get back to a particular person or one of your downline, you can type in their username, and then it jumps back to that particular person. If you want to see who's someone's sponsor, you can actually click on the particular person. So if I click on this one here, it then shows you there who their particular sponsor is. So that's your own diagrammatical representation of the network. You can see the different colors that correspond to the type of packs that people have purchased. Next one is personal data. You can go in here and change your address and other information. You can change your own password, and if you have forgotten your financial password, you can click the recover button, and that will actually send you a new financial password. If you do need to change any of the other information, like for instance your email address, you'd need to raise a support ticket with BeWiseTrader. Once you've corrected the information or updated it, you then click the save button. As far as the training is concerned, this is where the company will be adding the training information on how to become a sports trader in the future. Events, I don't think there's anything in there at the moment. Previously had an event in Lisbon at the sports stadium. We were able to purchase tickets through our back office, and that's where they were. Invoices, very important. Here you can see the different invoices that you either have paid or have been paid for you automatically by the company's example. So here the monthly tips, that was paid and expired on the 14th of June, so we've got another month to run on that particular one. There was the original pack that was purchased, and then this particular account upgraded it. You can click on any of these PDF icons. It'll then open up a separate window and provide you with a invoice which you can print or save on your computer for your own financial records. If there are any invoices to be paid, they'll be sat down here as pending status. We then got transfers. If you do wish to transfer money between accounts, you can do that, but please note there needs to be a minimum of $200 in both the sending account and the receiving account. If you do send money in your own team, so that's basically upline or downline, there's a fixed transfer fee of $5. However, be careful, if you do decide to transfer cross-line, there is a rather large fee of 25%, so I'd recommend you don't do that. So don't do cross-line, that's a variable 25%. My recommendation is purely to do the transfers within your upline and downline, and that's a fixed $5 fee. Once you've done the transfer, you will need to put in your password, your financial password, to confirm that you're sending that information, and then the receiving party have to go into another option, which is financial accept pending transfers, and there that will allow them to receive the money that you've sent them. Support. If you need to raise any support tickets, select the particular subject that you want, put in a description, and then put in the main information that you want to open the ticket. You can then see tickets that have been opened and any that are solved, see the progress on them. Under the Files menu, we've actually got presentations. We've got the company presentation in Portuguese and the company presentation in English if you wish to use those. They can just be downloaded to your computer. As far as the sponsors concerned, in here you can see the people that you've personally sponsored. You can see those that are positioned on your left-hand side, those on your right-hand side, and those that haven't actually been allocated at the moment. In this case there isn't anyone, but if there was someone in here, that means they've registered, but they haven't actually paid their invoice, so they're not an active member at this point in time. Videos for affiliates, nothing in there at this point in time. And then as far as the tips are concerned, this is where you'll see the company tips as they get added each particular day. So if we just take one as an example, let's take the one at the top here. If we click on that particular one, it then gives you a description of what the actual tip is. If it's not shown in English, just right click and do the usual translate to English. In this case, my system's already done it for me. That's on Google Chrome, which is quite useful. So there you've got the particular tip. So in this case, finishing our analysis, the best bet to do on this game would be to back El Ali. So that's what they're recommending, and that's purely up to you whether you wish to follow that particular recommendation. That's those on the main menu. Underneath here, summary, we've done network, personal data. Financial, we've got display invoices, and then we've also got the option to pay invoices as well. So whenever you need to pay an invoice, you put in your username and your password accordingly there. If you wish to place a withdrawal, then again the options there, request withdrawal. Again, you put in the amount to which you withdraw, and you need to put in a financial password for that. And that basically is a tour of your back office. If you have any questions, I'd recommend you get back to your sponsor. And thanks again for watching the video.